Alright. Hey YouTube, I'm Lucky, and Destiny 2 update 3.0.2 arrived 3 hours ago at the time of making this video. It arrived today, January 19th, and I'm going to go over it a little bit, talk about what they fixed, what Bungie's fixing. Combat abilities fix an issue where Code of the Siegebreaker Path and Phoenix Cradle Exotic can create invisible sunspots from stasis crystals. This was a nasty bug that was making like sunspots and destroying people that were invisible. Fixed an issue where Flawless Execution had a delayed trigger, so if you would get a crouch snipe with Spectral Blades, you would be delayed, and it's proccing. I remember that. I'm glad they fixed that. Shatter Dive. I tested this thoroughly, and Shatter Dive is still really strong. I don't know what Bungie was smoking, but the radius of it has been nerfed and adjusted. I tested this last night on live stream, and then I tested it today. Still very strong, still kills people, one-hit kill, still kills them out of their supers. It doesn't have as big of a radius, so it's not as forgiving. It's not just as much of a win button. It's still probably the strongest ability in the game, if I'm going to be completely honest, but now has damage fall off versus unfrozen targets, max range damage reduced from 50 to 5. So again, it's all just about the range of it. They just made it so that it's not as like a giant nuke has been dropped on you if they throw the grenade and slam on it. Damage reduction during ability reduced from 50% to 25%. So that's just when you're in the middle of diving down, you were getting a 50% damage reduction. Now you just get 25%. Whisper of Fissures reduced max/min damage versus non-super players from 22 to 34. Reduced max min damage versus super players from 42 to 22. Reduced detonation radius versus players from 10 meters to 9 meters. So it's still a very strong ability, though. Still a very strong ability. And we'll see. I feel like it's probably the strongest ability in the game still. I do think that Titan Super does still need to get tweaked a bit. Honestly, I feel like this could probably have gotten nerfed harder. Sorry if you're a Hunter main out there, but I feel like Hunters are still going to rule the Crucible. Weapons fixed an issue where Dragonfly could roll on the Cold Front submachine gun. It will be replaced with Swashbuckler. Still feels lame that they did this, but for example, all of mine now have Swashbuckler on them instead of Dragonfly. It feels bad. Definitely sad that had to happen. Here we go. Fix an issue where the Unrelenting perk was not triggering health regeneration. Wow, that's crazy. That was where you get like multiple kills that would proc health regen. Apparently that was bugged. Fix an issue where damage from the Deafening Whisper grenade launcher could not trigger the Abyssal Extractors perk on the Nezarec Sin exotic helmet. Interesting. Fix an issue where Cloud Strike hits on the Divinity Cage counted as 2 precision hits. Wow, I did not realize that. So that's why the Cloud Strike was doing so much damage to the raid boss? Was because Cloud Strike on the Divinity Cage was counting as 2 precision hits? Wow, so Cloud Strike's overall DPS output is probably not as strong as we thought it was. People were doing Cloud Strike. Wow, that's a big game changer. I might actually have to go into the raid and bust out the Cloud Strike and see how well it does now afterwards. Fix an issue where the binary system ornament for symmetry did not have enemy highlighting. Interesting. Fix a bug where Mida Multitool's Catalyst wasn't dropping. So Mida's Multitool Catalyst wasn't dropping from 5500 in comp. So there was literally no reason to do 5500 in comp. Oh god, that's so bad. Activities. Fixed Hive bosses, Anan, Brood Queen, and Xylox not counting as Hive boss kills and bounties. Fixed an issue that prevented some quest items from dropping in the Moon free roam activity. This prevented completion of several Essence quests such as Essence of Rage, Essence of Insanity, and Essence of Servitude. Fixed issue where the champions reward banner, platinum, gold, etc. for legend and master lost sectors until was only showing up once a player returned to orbit. Fixed an issue where some players cannot progress through New Light if they lose Zavala's gift. Wow. That would be so funny if you were a New Light player and you just got bugged out and couldn't load into the tower. I was seeing that they block out the tower when you're doing that New Light quest. Strikes. Fixed an issue where some players couldn't respawn if they died during the boss fight of the Inverted Spire Strike. Really? So during the Protheon? That's crazy. Fixed an issue where a fire team could encounter other fire teams in Sorrow's Harbor and be unable to complete the Scarlet Keep Strike. Fixed an issue where players were not being notified that Grandmaster Nightfall was available. Fixed an issue where Grandmaster Nightfall timer was set to 30 minutes. Really? So it wasn't meant to be set to 30 minutes. So I think it's meant to be set to 40 minutes or 45 minutes. You lose all of your lives. But the activity still continues. So I thought that was on purpose, though. I thought they almost made it harder, but maybe that was an accidental. It apparently was an accidental. Raids and Dungeons fixed a bug where Guard of Salvation flawless completions would fail to award the inherent Perfection Triumph. That's rough. you do the flawless Garden of Salvation and not get the Triumph. There is a bug Triumph right now where you use all the Hawk Moons with the new Hawk Moon quest as well. Fix an issue in the Garden of Salvation raid where players could backtrack from the boss checkpoint to complete the first encounter again for rewards. Whoa. That's crazy. You could backtrack. Damn, why did no one tell me about this? I want that free loot. Fixed a bug where Taken Silence would replicate too rapidly in some Prophecy dungeon encounters. Fix an issue in Deepstone Crypt raid where players could deal with damage to Atrax 1 at an unintended time. Fix an issue where players could exit the environment in the Deepstone Crypt raid. Hey, they're getting that stuff fixed. That's good. Finally, that's probably the one that I brought up in the first room there. They probably finally fixed that. I might have to go into the Deepstone Crypt and see what they got fixed there. Fix an issue where players could have Shelter from the Storm permanently applied in the Deepstone Crypt raid. That is not an issue that needed to be fixed. That was a bug of beauty, okay? I loved this bug. This is probably my favorite bug. Not being able to fly through that sparrow part saves so much time. So nice. Ah, pain. Fix various issues affecting the guided games version of the Deepstone Crypt. Fixed a bug in Deepstone Crypt where players were stuck in suppressed state after crash. Improved health bar rubber banding behavior in the Duel Inkaru boss encounter in the Shattered Throne dungeon. That's funny. I remember watching that clip of her health goes all the way down and then comes right back. Gambit. Removed Gambit entirely from the game because it is complete dog shit. Huh. Oh, sorry. I think I read that wrong. Removed Might of the Traveler Gambit weekly bounty. Fixed an issue causing high-value targets to drop more motes than intended. Definitely. Good. Glad we got that fixed. Crucible. Fixed areas where players could exit the environment in the following Crucible maps. They fixed the out-of-bounds Exodus Blue. Widow's Court. I didn't even know there was one in Widow's Court. Twilight Gap. Twilight Gap had some nasty ones. And Cauldron. Cauldron had the most insane ones. Oh my god. Fixed an issue where Rumble matches were not entering overtime. Oh, yeah, that's right. If it's tied, it enters overtime, I think. Actually, I'm not sure how. Oh, no, if the timer runs out, if no one gets 20. Interesting. I didn't actually notice that at all. I feel like everyone always gets to the highest score, or the 20 kills in Rumble, but on to the next one. The last one, or last two, apparently. Rewards. Added missing lore tab for the Starfarer 7M Dawning ship. Okay. Fixed an issue where some quests provided by Eris used challenge iconography, but didn't grant powerful rewards. Feels bad. The Jubei, I remember that. That's on the moon. Been like that for a while. Iconography changed to normal quest branding. Fixed an issue which was causing the Season of the Hunt lure to output lower than expected armor stats from the coup de grace Celebrant Hunt. Armor now has much greater chance to be rewarded with a higher stat roll. Let's go! That's sick, dude. I'm actually stoked about that. I want to get some high stat roll armor, and you should go too now that it's been fixed. Fixed an issue where powerful rewards, whoa, words are hard, from the Season of the Hunt mission, how do you say this? Coup de grace? Coup de grace? Coup de grace? Were not correctly gated weekly per class. Okay. General. Optimize lighting on PC GPUs to help increase performance. I like that. Fixed an issue where clan rosters were not loading correctly on PlayStation 5. Well, there you have it. That's the entirety of this patch. A lot of good stuff in here has been adjusted. The saddest thing I'll say is that I feel like Shatterdive is still the king of Crucible. Only time will tell, though. Maybe I'm wrong, but I can't help but feel like that ability is still ridiculously strong. Still kills the people out of supers, and it has a good amount of forgiveness because all of the crystals cause damage when you slam on them or near them. So it is what it is, though. We'll see how this update affects the game. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.